There we are. That's so sick. This only got introduced like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So I'm just trying to make sure that you're visible. Okay, there we go. Okay. It's okay. Mostly we'll be using Paul's footage anyways, but it's just yeah. This is a really cool angle. Yeah. Don't have the light. You can move in though. Please. There you go. Boop, 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 boop. It's slow. It's slow.
I'm like a little favorite.
Delayed.
I'm still looking at my
Yeah. Oh man, I wish this was introduced like fucking a year and a half ago. But it's okay. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Test drive. Okay, cool. Yes, y'all. Okay, we are live and direct. Oh wait, you know what? I gotta put your guys' volume up a little bit. Okay. What's going on, guys? What up?
I don't know. We're just chilling.
Chilling, Q.
We good, man. We good.
All right. Welcome to Proetiq Radio. We got 2 amazing guests in the building. They go by the group name Not Jonas. Right? Yeah, we got Q and Tony Will in the building. Gentlemen, would you guys like to introduce yourselves a little bit?
Hi, I'm Q. Again, I'm part of Not Jonas. I'm also one of the curators for the new classic. We had a bunch of stuff coming up. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, same. My name is Tony Well. I'm an originally R&B singer from Toronto. I can't even speak English. I'm originally from Montreal, now based here in Toronto. I'm one of the curators as well as the new classic, and we're so excited to just talk more about that and get this rolling.
That's dope, guys. Really good to meet you guys. We met through Paul, the Identity Crisis. Big shout out behind the lenses. I always like to start with the root of like how we met and stuff like that in these interviews. Just like a cool, natural way of starting. Like, how did you guys? I know I spoke to you guys about this earlier. How did you guys meet Paul in the beginning?
I think we went separately. So personally, I used to do like open mics in and around Mississauga
Okay.
for like Mad Saturday and stuff like that, and would always see Paul. Along some other friends of mine, like, Arlene and all that. And just, through the course of doing these open mics, getting to talk to people, you realize, you make connections. And Paul's my dude, man.
That's dope. And you said Matt Zaddy. Is that the name? It's a place, a person?
That is a person, yeah. He's a Mississauga artist. He runs a lot of the open mics and
venues.
stuff.
Okay, dope. And like, what were the open mics that you guys attended where you guys met Paul at and stuff, or you met Paul at?
Kind of like a Cullens or like.
In Streetsville?
Yeah,
Oh
like,
no, is that Streetsville?
It's called Cullens and like Felchase when it was around. That was,
Felchase, bro! My first job ever, 2005. Felchase, dude.
Really? I love
Bussing
that.
tables, bar back, dishwashing. No way.
Yeah.
Wait, there was open mics. Do you guys remember Orange Men?
Yeah.
No fucking way. You remember Orange Men?
Yeah, they're still around, man.
Yeah, they used to play Stacy's Mom's Got It Going On, and I think that's why I love
That's
MILFs.
a banger.
Dun, 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 dun.
one of the reasons.
You're one of the first people that ever mentioned Fall Chase to me without mentioning Fall Chase to you. So that's why I'm kind of ecstatic about
I used to
that.
love going there, man. That place was a vibe, man.
Man, what a classic Mississauga joint. If
Right?
you know, guys. Man,
Yeah.
we're not going to trash anything. about any other new places.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a good place that was. That's dope, man. Cool. And Tony, you met Paul at you were saying Rec Room, you said, right?
So it was actually at the Mississauga Music Week for the first time.
Okay,
I
dope.
met Paul when he was opening for Maestro? Yeah, Maestro. Yeah.
That's dope.
So that was an amazing experience. So
Okay, that's dope.
yeah.
That's dope, man. That's sick. And then so you guys are both individual artists, right? That grew up listening to music. So when did Not Jonas form together?
Oh, that was funny. It was sort of, again, like a fortunate series of events. I was out with friends who were singing one day.
Dope.
Through a mutual, they brought Tony. We started singing. We started to realize we sing the same songs. We the same sort of tasty music and everything. And then just vibe. Like you just connect, you meet, and
Yeah.
that's why we're like, yo, let's do this.
That's amazing.
Let's make stuff.
I think the key thing that he said always, and with
Mhm.
anything that we do, it's always if the vibe is right, we'll go for it. If the vibe is not there, we don't move.
Yeah.
So it's all about a vibe. It's all about a feeling. It's always about a connection, and that's pretty it. Like people, Keon. He's so, he was a friend in the beginning, but now he's family now. Like,
That's
you know,
dope,
that's
man.
the vibe. That's a family things right there.
That's so. Do you guys remember the first song you guys recorded together?
I remember the first song that we sang together because I hate,
okay.
I
No.
hate the song right now. But it's a classic. No, I can't say I hate it. I hate it because we've sang it so many times. Like we run that thing to the ground. Can we talk like Tevin Campbell?
Okay.
It's like 90s, like classic 90s R&B. Like everybody like loves that track.
Yeah.
And I can't stand the track right now.
It is like, the kind of 90s R&B track.
Yeah.
True.
We, as I said, we sang that to the ground.
That's kind of it. Like it's I still love it, but like
Right.
I get like a little PTSD when you hear it just because of like how many times you do it, you know. So, but yeah, I think that was the first song. Yeah, the first song we sang
that's
together.
the first song. And
That's
honestly,
dope.
the intro starts. I'm like, next. Like, look
You're over it.
Immediately.
Overplayed for you. No way.
Immediately.
That's hilarious. So you guys have the same similar taste in music, in not only listening but singing it and stuff like that. Then, what's like the inspiration? Like, what kind of music did you guys individually grow up on, and like, you know, who kind of put you onto music growing up? That kind of, you know, inspired you to have that taste, if that question makes any sense.
Oh,
like,
yeah, for sure. My mama's a young mama.
Okay.
So 90s R&B, 90s hip hop, that was her era, that was her generation. So she would listen to it and I would listen to it because I had no choice. But then also like growing up with my grandparents as well, like there was a lot of Motown, there was a lot of calypso, dancehall, soca, like everything going on in the place. So it was really just a jambalaya of so many different genres. And then obviously when we get older ourselves, like we start picking up things. So I'm a R&B 2000s, 2010s, like to my heart. So it's kind of been pulling from all those things. And then also I think from not JONAS, just like our inspirations, we realized that like we are nostalgic for those boy groups, you know, those men groups like the Bee Gees, to like what's more contemporary like Silk Sonic. So when you hear our music that we haven't put out all our music yet, but even from the first single, you're really hearing all those influences come into play. Wow. And I think it's been cool kind of seeing how we could take those and kind of form a new sound.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
That's our own.
That's dope. And Q, what about you? Like, what did you grow up listening to and all that stuff?
I mean, a lot of like just my parents 80s 90s R&B, but like my parents a little older, so like a lot of jazz actually.
Oh,
like
that's
my
sick.
dad was
Okay,
a
cool.
huge Tony Bennett fan, so
Okay.
you know, sing it to so he put me to sleep.
Oh,
Sing
no
Fly Me
way.
to the Moon, you know. And yeah, then from there I just did like my cousins and everything. So I was an appreciation of music that was older than I was through them.
Yeah.
You know, it was like I was listening to like Run DMC as like a toddler.
No way.
You know, so like things like that, and then like, obviously Michael Jackson and Prince and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think 90s R&B just kind of that was like the sweet spot for me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like very similar.
Yeah.
Like we came from as like different paths to get the same place, kind of. But our tastes are kind of along the same line, like 90s, like 2000s. Just a lot of I don't know. I think for me it's more like if it feels good. It feels good, you know.
Yeah. You guys were saying the
Yeah.
And then
vibes there. Yeah.
Even when we approach a project and we're writing it, like we'll be like, we'll hear something and it might trigger something. What I love working with Q so much is like, you remember that track that was like on the album from like track 4, and he'd be like, oh yeah, like so it's like again those same references
pick
come
up
through.
on it. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
dope.
or like something like I sing this like Neo would.
Yeah.
And we kind of just
You understand what that means,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
Interesting. And you're saying the "Fly Me to the Moon" Tony Bennett thing. Remember you were saying something about that. Is that the same like Frank Sinatra version kind of thing, or is he the original
similar.
composer, or is it is it two different songs completely?
Oh no, it's the same song. It's a standard, right? So like I know Sinatra's is the more famous one.
Okay.
Tony Bennett's just that because my dad was.
Who's the original of that song? Is it?
Actually, you know what?
Because you know how like they say like Elvis sang a lot of songs that are like originally
from
somewhere
other
else?
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I actually never knew about that, like Tony
Yeah.
Bennett and Sinatra and stuff like
Yeah,
that. That's really interesting.
they sing. I think in that time it was just like whoever wrote the song kind of, and like you had standards, so like other
Yeah.
people would cover it and all. It was a different vibe. Like so you can hear different versions of the same song by
True.
how many different
true.
people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like the Marvin Gaye and like Aretha Franklin, like Respect,
Yep. Yep.
right? Like that track where it was like originally sung by Marvin, I believe it was Marvin Gaye, and then Aretha made actually the song popular, obviously. The one that we know today. So
Like,
I think
you
it's
know,
a
you
lot
have,
of that.
like Stevie Wonder and Donny
Interesting.
Hathaway both sang Superwoman.
Yes.
You know.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But like, and like Donny Hathaway's is very technically whatever, but then Stevie he just had something that made you feel, right? So it's different versions.
Interesting. Interesting.
I do know this. Yeah, the Sinatra version is probably more popular.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, he was also like, you know, headlining
Sinatra,
Vegas and all those places. So like, you know, like that's really interesting.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Fuck yeah. I feel like nowadays a lot of people do like covers and stuff, but it's, you know, like you don't realize how big that was back then and how many, you know, artists are just as popular and famous doing like the same songs sort of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, like we were saying, one of the things we've noticed is a lot of
Maybe it was this one.
yeah.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
you
go
know,
ahead.
a lot of like the electronic artists now will take
Yeah.
like 90s tracks.
Like 90s house specifically.
yeah, 90s house.
Oh,
like,
that's
Show Me
big
Love.
though.
Yeah.
That's big.
And like
yeah.
they'll just, you know, but again, it's like you're doing it, but
You're paying homage.
yeah.
That's what in a way, like I feel like it's kind of cool to a certain aspect because a lot of times people will never ever even think to go back to listen to songs from the 60s 70s.
Yep.
But then you hear it at a club at 3 a.m. and it was produced this year and you're like, you know, just chilling, you hear it, like, you know, maybe you'll fall in love with it and like a couple decades will go by, you'll never go back, you'll never realize it, and then one day you'll be like, hey, where did the song originate from? So
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. It kind of does like
Yeah.
make you want to pay homage, or like, you know, it kind of does pay homage and stuff. That's really cool.
I think right now, with our like this generation doing covers, I think it's what's a little bit missing is the lack of putting their own flavor into it. They don't almost know how to, right?
Yeah.
Because we're coming from like such a technical era where everything, okay, well, you could put this through, you can melodyne this down to sound perfect. You could sound that, and so that perfection,
That's so true.
that aspect to want to be perfect is kind of taken away from the actual artistry of like the covers.
It feels a little less like music and artistry, and a little more like content sometimes, you know.
Oh yeah,
100%.
that's for sure, man.
And that search should be like perfect, but like the beauty of a lot of songs is in like the rawness of it. Where people like to sing slightly, you know, sharp or flat,
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
you
yeah.
feel the emotion of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's, yeah, he's right. There's a lot of today's music,
Yeah.
not to knock these artists, but like,
No,
yeah,
for sure,
you know,
yeah.
like there is a distinct lack of emotion,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
feeling, right?
Like
You
we
know?
talk about it all the time when we talk about our like 90s inspiration, like 90s R&B tracks, and like 90s artists today versus 90s artists back then. And like you go back and listen to a track by like Carl Thomas,
Yeah.
and there's a whole section of it where he's actually off. He goes off key completely, but you disregard it because it's so raw and emotional.
Yeah.
And those are the parts that people end up singing anyways, because that's like they want to connect to that emotion, and there's such a need for that. And that's just kind of bringing back full circle. Like that's kind of what we're trying to do with our music, but we're also trying to curate and find like-minded people to do that, and that's what came the roots of New Classic, really.
Yeah.
Oh,
Basically.
okay.
Yeah.
So speak to me about New Classic. So your group is not Jonas. So then what is New Classic?
So we have a joint company called Phoenix Williams Entertainment.
Okay.
And under that umbrella, we wanted to do, I guess, three things. One, curate different events and stuff that would showcase and highlight pop and R&B in this GTA, and further expand to Canada and hopefully expand to better. No, I'm not gonna say hopefully. When we will.
It will.
Second thing was just like to our writing tool that we call Black Mint.
What is that?
Black Mint is just like we've been writing a lot of different songs for different artists and stuff coming up. So we're excited for that to start coming to fruition and people actually releasing them. But yeah, that's been a really really fun thing because our writing dynamic is fire, because that's like we mentioned before about how we could kind of pick up from each other. And then the third one has been just our groups, like me as my solo project, our group project, and then we're also producing other artists that we have under our umbrella too, like dope. Bronson and Ricardo, and we have a lot of stuff going on, and so that's kind of been it. But at the core of it, it's always been to, one, bring communities together that normally wouldn't have. To actually bring back a focus to R&B and pop music, because as you know, Canada in general has been really focused on rock and hip hop, and there's kind of been and country music in the west coast. And that's just fact. When you hear it on the radio, when you see what gets the funding, when you see what's kind of being pushed and produced out there, and a lot of R&B and pop artists are either getting forgotten, or when they go to the States and get that accreditation from the States, and that's when Canada wants to claim them. So we're trying to show homegrown talent from the beginning and from the humble roots. Yeah. And then finally just like do what we love to do. I know it's cheesy.
I mean, you kind of have to, right?
Yeah.
Like to do this stuff. And like, I think really what we wanted to do, especially particularly with the new classic showcase, was provide a space for pop and R&B artists to perform, where they feel welcome. Like again, like I was like, go back to open mics. I've done so many open mics where like it's 90% singer-songwriter, guitar and all that. And then I'll get up there and like do some R&B or do some this and that. And like, it's great to get that exposure. Yeah. But like, it's a different vibe. And if you're not in it, it's hard to really, cultivate like a following or an audience or things like that. And really, like you said, we're trying to, like pop and R&B artists, it does feel difficult. There's not really a lane for them here. So what we want to do with the new classic is to provide that for them, right? In a space where they feel welcome to be themselves. Because that's really what we want. We want everyone to be authentically themselves, of right? Course, like be you as an artist, who you were supposed to be. Yeah. And we're just providing that, but also like we want it to be an experience.
Of course.
Right. So we'll have like vendors there. We have all these things that we're trying to do to elevate to just above, like
so it's just not another concert or showcase. It's an experience of the five senses. We're exploring those five senses.
So are you guys looking for venues and stuff? Like when you say like you're looking like giving what was it? You're saying like how you want them to be themselves and basically make shows. So like are you guys like always actively looking for venue spaces to hold a kind of a concert-ish kind of thing? Is that
that's part of it. One of our great sponsors that we have is Collective Arts Brewery, and they provided a space for us so that we can actually have that showcase down there. But as I said, we're trying to grow, so by the end of the year we want to make sure that we have a show in Hamilton, a show in Mississauga, and a show in Brampton, like to really showcase that. And then by 2026 2027 we want to start going across Canada. And we're in, I think we're proud to say that we're in the talks to start doing that. So that's been amazing.
Yeah, lots of big things,
stuff
you don't speak of because you don't want to speak of anything before it happens. But like, we are excited about what's to come, and what we already accomplished. Like we had our first showcase this year in March. Yeah. A space called Rhythm, lovely place. So like again, I think
Where is Rhythm? Is that in Mississauga?
It's in Toronto.
It's in Toronto. Okay.
Yeah, I think off Bathurst. I think.
Yeah. Bathurst and King.
That's dope. There's a place where my apartment used to be. So it's changed its name to something else. I don't know if you guys are familiar with my apartment. Yeah, it's like here Ontario, Britannia area.
Rogue or Rouge or something like that.
Yeah. That's what they changed it to now. So one of my coworkers, he's like works there, and I always see him, and they only do stuff for event-based stuff now. And he's always like, "Hey man, come by anytime so you could check out the space, and maybe we could talk to the owners about collabing and stuff." So like if you guys are down, Paul, too, like maybe one day we'll just like walk in there and just like explore it and check it out, because like I want to do multiple event spaces and stuff too, and that'd be really cool, because like you said, you want people to you want to give that experience thing, you want to bring it back to life kind of thing, right?
And that's the thing too. As much we're in the the economy is suffering, but it's not enough to just put on a concert anymore. It's like people want more than that. They want more than just the music. They want experience. They want experience.
Yeah.
And so if that we could find spaces that could do that and help us provide that, then
Exactly.
of course, let's do
Always,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, and no matter how much the economy is suffering, I honestly feel people are always going to want to go out. People are always going to want to meet people, be social, get some entertainment, vendors, try some different types of foods and stuff. And, the more you want to support your own economy, the more you want to support up and coming vendors and musicians. And, people go to bars and rec room and all these places all the time. Like, why not go somewhere to support other people and stuff too? Because it's fun, right?
100%.
So that's really cool. And speaking of you guys expanding first across the Canada and the cross country, like now you officially have Vancouver slots, so you're good. So this will be played all the time on 100.5 every now and then.
Thank you.
Yeah, and not only that, like I'll keep your songs on the roster, so you get
appreciate that.
SoCan and CanCon benefits from being played on 100.5 FM as well too. And I was telling Paul too, like whenever you guys do come out to Vancouver, I'm moving out in a month. By the way,
wow.
I'm out of this
Oh,
bitch.
hey.
Let's go. So I'm trying to like really like I really stepped my foot in the ground there like 7 years ago when I started Co-op Radio, and then I came here 5 years ago, and then I established a Mississauga kind of brand. So it's gonna be cool to kind of go back there. And one of my friends, DJ Denise, actually,
That's who a lot of my music is played on Queer FM.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
Paul met her a couple of times, and she was
I
mentioning
love
that
DJ
as well
Denise.
too. Yeah.
I love DJ Denise.
That's so cool. Let's see if she's on there. She is. DJ Denise.
Hey,
She's like, who is that? Okay, shout yourself out. DJ Denise literally
Denise
asked who is that.
it's Tony. How you doing?
Denise is Tony, Will, and Q. You actually play his music all the time, man.
Yeah.
That's dope, dude. She's
Honestly-
literally asked who is that because she fucking recognizes. That's so funny. And you just mentioned it as well too.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Honestly, Queer FM.
That's
Queer FM has been such a pillar in like helping me get my music out there in Vancouver. So thank you again. So yeah, that's awesome.
yeah.
Shout out to DJ Denise.
She's been here a couple times. She's like one of the mentors, to be honest, man.
Yeah, I love that.
That's actually dope. Did you know that I know about your Urban New York
No,
project and stuff? before?
not at all.
Paul waited
That's
for the
what-
surprise.
That's
eh?
what I'm saying. Everyone,
That's
like,
fucking jokes,
you know how
dude.
everyone said the world's small? Yeah, it is. We're all gonna.
Yeah, Rebel Will.
Yeah,
She said,
yeah,
Rebel Will. That's
yeah.
what she said. Oh, that's jokes, dude. She's amazing at what she does as well too.
Absolutely.
And we're trying to find a bunch of venue spaces to do stuff like that around here. And when I go back to Van as well too, going to curate and do a lot more, stage performance stuff and all that stuff as well too. So
Let's talk because
Let's talk, man. Like, yeah.
well, especially for me, like I'm always in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Like probably half the month I'm usually in Vancouver. So
That's dope.
yeah,
That's
I'm
dope.
excited for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
Business.
We could cook. We could cook.
Yeah, we're trying to get to a point where we could honestly, like, literally tour around Canada, like, as a fucking job.
Yeah.
Like, doing these radio shows every single week, as well as doing live concerts and venues in Vancouver, Calgary, Toronto, Montreal. Like, that's like actually like one of the biggest goals is to be able to do that like every 3 months, be able to, and to have artists like, come with us as well too, and then hit up the grants and stuff, and there's local vendors around these provinces. Like, that's literally boosting the economy.
Yep.
The way I see it, it seems like it's like a half selfish, half unselfish thing, because it's something that I want to do and we all want to do, and it's also literally helping Canada. So listen, you fuckers, if you want to help Canada and you want to be down with the cause, get down with the cause. If you want to get down with the cause, you better understand and support. I'm not doing this just for myself. I'm doing this for you and your grandchildren. Like, literally, you're not gonna have a country if you don't support your economy.
Amen.
Hey.
Amen. Rennie Rent's tariff control, bitch. That's what I do. Sorry.
One right there, man.
That's the one, right?
Promo.
That's a
Yeah,
quote. That's a
come
promo. Okay.
No,
we gotta
but for
blow
sure,
up.
no, honestly, we definitely should talk because
for sure,
our
dude.
goals align 100%.
Very much so.
Yeah.
100%.
As I said, as we started this interview, it's all about vibes. So
Yeah, bro.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Right the fuck on, man. Yeah, absolutely. Tony Will and Q, let's go.
Hey.
Guys, Kate, talk to us about music. When did you first start writing music? When did you first, and like when you guys go into the studio, do you usually go off the top of your dome? Or I'm assuming you guys are writers because you guys write. Do you use a phone to write, or do you write a pen and pad? What's the
I think
process?
It really depends.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the times what's kind of happened is like we've presented like an idea to each other, and it's like, okay, cool, let's build. And so it's kind of always been like that. It's always been about something we're either going through, something we heard, like, and then kind of build on that. We talk about relationships a lot because that's R&B and that's our love. So
True that.
When I'm going through some problems, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, inspired, like, so like that. Yeah, I think that's a lot of it.
Pretty much. Like, I know, like, for me personally, if like when we're not together, we're hanging out. If I have something, I'll like, type it out on my phone or like put it in like a voice note, or if I'm like, if I have a little sketchbook or whatever. And I have a notebook they used to have. Which like, oh, here's a hook for I don't know what for, but here we go.
Side note, also, Q is an amazing drawer. Like
that's dope,
he can
dude.
draw like. It's crazy, like the amount of talent. Sorry, I'm gonna tell you. I gotta hype my friend. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm working on that.
That's dope. Do you ever do your own artwork for the album covers and all like music related kind of thing?
Eventually, we get there. I'm always sketching things here and there. So like I literally in my bag right here is
that's
like
dope.
Sketchbook and
whenever
like,
it comes to mind.
Yeah, like pens and things. So I'm always my mind just goes all the time. I think just me personally, like it never stops. So it's like there's always something. So like a lot of times that's good. Occasionally, like you get overloaded and you kind of
for sure.
But I'm always thinking of things. So like I'll just like do that, or I'll send him a message like, hey, what do you think about this?
Yeah,
I think it was one of the first songs we wrote was just like
because more back and forth.
That's the beat. We just get together, hang out, just listen to some instrumentals or whatever, and see where again it's all vibes, right? See where it takes us. I think sometimes we can like I know when we wrote Astrology, like his single, the one he released earlier this year, that we were kind of just like chilling, and then like we heard this track. It was kind of like it was like a pimp track. It was just like kind of like trippy R&B. Like,
and then it kind of gets evolved into that, because then we're talking shit. They're like, oh, all these people are talking about like zodiac signs. We're like, what the hell is that? Like, and then we started just going off that. We're like, okay,
that's hilarious. That's so sick. That's dope. So shit. I forgot.
Okay, we can cuss. Okay,
you can cuss,
myself.
Man.
I'm like,
dude,
oh my god. Okay, cool.
Feel free.
Thank you. I was trying to be for sure. My mouth is disgusted. Like,
feel free. Even when I was at Co-op Radio on 100.5, I got a re-tutorial on how to use a machine, and the director of it was sitting there, and I was like, I actually asked him because my show's at 10:30 a.m. I was like, hey, like by the way, I always meant to ask, like, does it matter like swearing? He's like, honestly, nobody cares. So it doesn't really matter, man. And this is on Twitch, so
we can cuss.
Worry.
Also, in advance, sorry, mom.
Yeah, right. For real.
I'll cuss like a sailor, just not in front of her.
Yeah.
Sorry,
my mama knows, but your mama does it, so I'm sorry, mama.
That's hilarious. So, speaking of moms, talk to us about your upbringing, your family, and your cultural backgrounds, if you don't mind.
I mean, I'm Filipino, so like family is everything. That's the beauty of it too. Is like my folks they've always been supportive. They still are. My dad passed in December, but like he was like, thank you. So it's been tough, but like it was crazy because I'd have so many people that would be like, hey man, I remember your dad, being there for you at your open mics.
That's your biggest dope, fans. Man. That is
like,
pretty cool.
Having that support is, it's been amazing. And like, it's like for most Filipino kids or Asian kids, I know it's like doctor, lawyer, that's it, right?
Yeah.
My folks are like, what do you want to do? Okay, and then and I'm not a science kid. I'm not a math kid. The legal. I took law, and I'm like, I don't like this. Like,
none
of those. I'm an art kid. I always have been, and I think the reason I'm able to express myself and do the things I can do is because I know that I always had that support.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So like,
that's dope.
That's kind of the family's always my base. So like, Anthony's family, right? I mean Tony's family. So like. That's my thing. It's like you have your blood family that you're born with, and I was fortunate that that's dope. But like the chosen family, I'm careful about who I let into that level. There's not too many these days, so it's the key.
That's dope. That's
You know,
dope.
yeah.
Do you have a lot of like cousins or siblings or anything?
Yeah.
And are they like more? Are any of them like artists or anything, or most?
Yeah,
like,
I think
yeah.
we all kind of were. I just took it.
A little further.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
you
got
know,
you.
Like
That's
my
dope,
my
man.
sister she can sing if she wants to. Like we all did like
Yeah.
church choir stuff as kids and all those,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
had to play piano and all that stuff
Yeah.
as young, you know. So like they all have artistic genes. It's just they, you know, I just wanted to do this. This is all I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was no real other like ambition. It was let's make art.
And from Saga, right?
Yes.
And what high school did you go to, if you don't mind me asking?
St. Francis Xavier.
Oh, Xavier.
Yeah,
FX.
Tiger.
Okay, sick. Nice. Yeah, that's dope, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And Tony, how about yourself, man?
Yeah,
Like,
as I said, I'm originally from Montreal.
Okay,
but
yeah.
my background is Jamaican and Guyanese.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 4 siblings and I have 2 step siblings.
Okay.
So we're a big family.
Yeah.
And 14 cousins. So we were all like immediate. So it's always been family time, and you don't need friends, you have cousins.
Yeah.
You know,
There
that
are
type
no
of thing.
Small family.
Right.
parties.
Like it's
Yeah.
just like that. I have to say that our family is everything. Family again is my base and my foundation as well. And going off of what Q said as well, that foundation is everything. Without it, I don't know if I would be able to be as expressive as I am right now. So shout out to
That's
family.
dope.
Hey.
And is most of your family back in Montreal still? or-
No, they're actually really all over. Like I have family, like my grandparents, like our
Yeah.
family home is like the roots are in Montreal.
Okay.
And then my mom lives up in Brampton. I have my brother now. He is in Ottawa. So like
Mhm.
everybody's kind of spread out all over the place
Yeah.
now. But when all our holidays, we're all together. Doesn't matter what
Yeah.
we're doing, we're together. Like
Yeah.
so, I appreciate that because I feel like when you get older, you forget about those roots. But my mom has been such a instrumental part in trying to keep those roots together. So shout out to you, mama.
That's dope, man. That's dope. And again, music. When you guys started, so individually, just curious, like Tony, when did you first start writing music?
Writing music.
Yeah.
I've been writing music since I was 14.
Okay.
So that's a while now. But yeah, like it's always been music and art has always been there from the beginning. I actually started off like as a professional dancer. Like that's when I first.
You started off as a dancer,
Well, yeah. So
professional,
I've always done music, but
Mhm.
like the first thing that kind of popped off for me was dancing. So like I did a lot of stuff for like BT when I was younger. I did a lot of stuff for Camp Rock.
shit.
Like I did Camp Rock 2 as
Uh-huh.
a dancer. And like just so on and so forth. And then
Mhm.
I was then helping other artists like kind of curate their sound and curate their artistry. And then by like I'll say like 2012, 2013, I was like, okay, I'm kind of sick of giving everybody my sauce. I could do this myself. And that's kind of where I've started taking music for myself seriously.
So you were, how did you start helping other people with their music? Like, how did that become a thing?
Again, through dance. So like,
Oh, okay.
I think people, that's another art form that are kind of artists these days are kind of forgetting about, especially in the pop realm. It's like you need to curate, like not necessarily be a dancer, but movement. That
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Standing there with a microphone is not going to help you sell tickets. It's not going to help you get
Oh,
engaged with the audience.
yeah. I get what
So
you're trying
that's
to say.
what I was. That's a lot of the stuff that I was doing with artists, especially in Montreal when I was there.
Uh-huh.
I'm helping them curate. Like, okay, cool. We're gonna find movement. We're gonna have dancers. Cool. We're gonna have you move a little bit with them to give them something.
Yeah,
to look at.
That makes sense.
And so, like visually, that thing that's kind of been my strength. And
Interesting.
yeah, that's something I still do very. That's very close to my heart.
That's dope. And then when you started writing your own music,
Mhm.
like, were there certain songs or instrumentals that you would gravitate towards? Was there just certain songs you would like hear on the radio and you'd be like, you would listen to it over again and write to it? Like, how did it start in that sense?
For me, I started making like verses to tracks that I would like. So like Ordinary People, like I used to love that song, and I'm like, okay, I want to write a song like that. Or Trey Songz, The Last Time, I'm like, okay, I want to write a song like that, and that's kind of still to
Yeah.
this day kind of how
Just
I
spoke to you.
like I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm like I can relate to that. I'm like, I have a story like that. Let me write. Let me see what I could cook up. So yeah, that's kind of always been the method. And now having a writing partner, like we're like, oh yeah, okay, cool. Like, what you feeling? I'm like, oh yeah, I could, like let's see how that comes out. And so yeah, it's been
that's dope.
Been dope. Yeah.
Really sick. And how about you, Q? When did you start writing music?
Writing? Actually, so it was more visual. Like I always like write. I'd have like little notebooks.
Okay.
Like, I said, writing little hooks or things. I don't know if it's like fully formed stuff, but like if, again, like I hear songs to rate them influenced by, you know, write something similar to that.
Yeah.
You know. But no, I think it really is honestly the writing part more seriously than maybe the past 5 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was always like drawing and visual art first, and then music. Because there was a period where like I didn't sing or do anything for like a decade.
Oh damn! Okay.
Like I did Canadian Idol. Like
no way.
I
That's
auditioned
jokes. That's sick.
First couple of years, and like they liked me, but they didn't like me. So it was like, you know, one of those like, okay. Then after that, you're like, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I was left alone for a while. So like, I think it was like my pops when he turned 80. They're like, sing, and I'm like, okay. And then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot how much fun this was. And then that's when it sort of like kicked off. And then it's always just being creative, but like in terms of taking it seriously, that's fairly recent. Again, you have to be around the right people. It's vibes, right? Like just I met Tony. We like just clicked, you know, and it was just that was it. And like, okay. Then once you realize we think the same, we sing the same. We're like, oh hey, let's do stuff. Like it's cool singing other people's songs, but let's make our own.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's kind of the process. So like right now the process, like I will literally like I'll send him like a voice note of like 2 a.m. like, hey, what do you think about this? And I'll just sing some random thing, you know? And
that's sick.
Both ways, yeah. So,
and also I think because how we started off really was doing the open mic thing. So when we were doing open mic stuff together as a group, we were only doing covers, and it was like I'm like I want to challenge us to do music.
Originals,
like we could do this, you know?
Yeah.
And at first, I definitely was a little bit of a pushback for sure.
Yeah.
But
why? Because it was just like a little bit more challenging sort of thing.
I think it was imposter syndrome, to be honest with you.
Oh, true. Okay.
Like just like, oh, we can't do that. No. I'm not sure. It's like, no, we can. We can and we will. Like you know, like
I think that was the big thing was because he'd been doing it much longer. For me, it was like scary, but like the good kind of scary. This seems kind of crazy. I don't know if I can do it, but I want to.
Yeah.
You know, like it was kind of that, and just needing that nudge of like, you know,
like, we're gonna do this.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you're in a room full of talented people. You feel at times like, do I belong here?
Oh,
then,
I see what
you know
you're
what I mean.
saying.
That's always me personally in my head. But I think it just took the right people to let you know that, hey, no, you do.
Exactly.
You're telling you this and that. Let's go. And you know, as hard as we can be on ourselves, I think you just need to know that, like, trust your talent. Yeah. And when you're around the right people and they bring that out of you, magic. Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people in that same room that are the talented people, they have had that same thought in their head as well too, right? And like they just need a little bit of confirmation from their peers, their surroundings, and then finally themselves to be like, yo, like everybody's doing this. Like this is what we do this for a reason, right? It's got a love and passion. So that's so dope, man. And you guys got a project coming out that you're working on together, or is it already out and release?
So right now, I think the goal is Tony Will's dropping an EP in October. So
called Sins of a Saint.
There you go, Sins of a Saint.
Yeah, it's pretty much like the growth from, like, I would say child to like a man, and then realizing from the perspective of, yes, relationships. In the beginning, I feel like a lot of times that people kind of put the onus on the other person on like why the relationship fucked up.
Okay.
Or this project is kind of taking the other perspective, is like, okay, so where did I go wrong, and then finding that middle ground to see what it is. So the Sins of a Saint is when you think to yourself, you're always the saint of the situation.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That's so. So that's your individual album,
that's
the EP that came out in October.
No, it's going to be.
It's gonna be released in
October.
Oh, that's dope, man. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we're executive producing on it.
Okay, dope.
We have a lot of, as I said, we're also working with Jarrell Young, who is an amazing Mississauga artist, and he's been doing a lot of great things himself. And he's also executive producer on it. And then we have our Not Jonas project. We released our single last year
Dope.
called Ride the Wave, and that was really, really dope. And we can't wait to just keep on going forward with that.
Dope.
And then we have again our other artists that we're kind of curating and we're molding and coming up. So I can't wait for you guys to hear that. Like we go from everywhere from like a pop style like Harry Styles artist to an acoustic John Mayer type artist. So we're cooking everywhere in between.
You know,
It's been
good
dope.
music is good music, and
yeah.
you want to cultivate it, right?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Do you guys want to introduce do you guys want to introduce a song right now? Maybe the Not Jonas one or any preference?
Let's do Not Jonas one.
Okay. All right, everybody. This is our song. It's Not Jonas. It's called Ride the Wave. It's a song of the summer. It's the vibe. So yeah, check it out. Ride the Wave, Not Jonas.
Club is up, feeling good. See you across the room. Call my eye, can't deny. Make my way to you. Body talking, not so loud. What you trying to say?
Speak to me, don't use your words. Tell me things I've never heard.
The bodies touch the sparkling nights like fire in the sky. Vibes intertwine, it feels so right. Just let it ride. When I move, you move. The music bumping through our veins.
Music sweeping us away, baby. Do you feel the same?
Ride the wave. Can we just ride the wave? Do you wanna ride the wave? Baby, let's ride the wave. Tell that clock, damn it feels good, can't feel so soft. Raised on 100, gotta pull up, cause I'm about to wait. Slow down, baby. Motion on the floor, but you're driving me crazy.
Lips are right, grab hold me tight, baby. It's a thrill tonight.
The bodies touch the sparkling nights like fire in the sky. Vibes intertwine, it feels so right. Just let it ride. When I move, you move. The music pumping through our veins. Music sweeping us away, baby. Do you feel the same? Ride the wave, baby. Ride the wave. Ride the wave. Oh, yeah. Ride the wave. Ride the wave. Ride the wave. Yeah. Time
Girl, take your
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta hit it. Okay, guys, that was sick, and that was a song "Ride the Wave" by Not Jonas. Would you like to introduce one of the Tony Will songs
sure.
before we go?
Which one should I do? Pulse or?
This one, right?
Yeah, Pulse. Okay. So, this is your boy Tony Will, with my new single that actually came out a couple weeks ago called Pulse. Hope you love it.
Say you wanna spend the night. Baby girl, I got something in mind. Say your body calling over. Yeah, it's getting late, but I got some time. Who you wanna do so to your big one? Show me who the real one. Rude, yeah, back it up, make a man feel something. Do you feel that? Can you feel my pulse? Can you feel my pulse? Can you feel my pulse? Pulse, 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 pulse. Can you feel my pulse? Pulse, 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 pulse. Ooh, girl, my body's yearning. Bring your body here to me. Ooh, girl, your mouth's been running. Time to show me you're free. Wanna listen to your big one? Show me you're the real one. Rude, yeah, back it up, make a man feel something. Do you feel that? Can you feel my pulse? 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 Pulse, 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 pulse. Can you feel my pulse? Pulse, 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 pulse.
Girl, keep talking yo. Gonna feel my pulse till I make your body wet. Gonna make you sweat on some grown man. Keep you up all night like a tone will hit. Yeah, girl, keep talking yo. Gonna feel my pulse till I make your body wet. Gonna make you sweat on some grown man. Keep you up all night like a tone will hit. Yeah.
Can you feel my pulse? Can you feel my, yeah?
Girl, keep talking your shit. Gonna feel my pulse till I make your body wet. Gonna make you sweat on some grown man shit. Keep you up all night like a tone will hit. Yeah. Keep talking your shit. Keep you up all night like a tone will hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, go for it.
All right.
All right, guys, that was another banger. Hold on, spring allergies.
Bless you in advance.
Okay, cool. Yo, dude, mine's are the worst than anybody's. Sorry. Okay. So we just heard the track "Pulse" by Tony Will, Rebel Will.
Tony Will.
Tony Will.
So
Well,
I-
that's DJ Denise.
no,
my
no.
bad.
So DJ Denise met me when I was Rebel Will, but I've rebranded
To
since
Tony
then.
Will?
So, yes,
Okay.
Tony Will.
Dope. Before we introduce the next song, let me just see what other stuff Denise was saying over here. There's brand new music out right now, coming out soon, June 20th. I got to DJ for Will in Burnaby at Burnaby.
Hey,
Oh,
yes,
she did for you.
she did DJ for it. Yeah.
That's dope.
I know, we go back. I'm telling you.
It be going back.
way back.
All right, so let's introduce one more song for the world right now.
All right,
Yeah,
so
let's go.
This is your boy Tony Will introducing my first single, Astrology, that was written by both Q and I. We call
Black
ourselves
men,
Black
baby.
Men
Yeah.
on Proetiq Radio.
Chill.
Check it out.
can fly. Cause when you passed me by, I believed in signs of love making. Hearts for the taking, Taurus or Cancer, don't leave me waiting. My horoscope told me that you were my answer. Lunar energy, our souls encounter hours and hours, but not the money. Unpredictable like astrology. Astrology, what you do to me? Zodiac. Capricorn to Libra, Virgo my taster, Aries and Leo, Pisces my healer. What can do to me? Ain't love Aquarius, tell me more, I'm curious. Flame on fire, flame my desire. Bless me in your waters, deep down in your love. Can you read my heart, club, my Sagittarius? Don't believe in zodiacs, baby, take my palm and legs. Read between my love lights, Scorpio, our signs back. Chemistry is destiny, celestial math. Add it all up, what you think of that date? Baby, what's your sign? Capricorn to Libra, Virgo my taster, Aries and Leo, Pisces my healer. What you do to me?
It's not even anywhere near this, so it's so his mind is genius.
Very dope. I turned the mic on to hear that part. I was gonna say that's dope, man. So the producer you're saying is insane on this.
Yeah, man. His name is Jarrell the Young on Instagram. Follow him. He is honestly Canada's hidden gem.
Dope.
Sure.
Definitely.
That's really fun. How did you guys come into line up with the? Oh yeah, you said he's a buddy of yours.
Yeah,
right? Mutual friend. Yeah.
I think a lot of our stuff is built off of like mutuals. Yeah. Again, like I said, a fortunate series of events where you run into the right people and you just, you're where you need to be in the right time.
It was meant to be. It was meant to be.
Right.
right on. That's dope, guys. Oh hell yeah! Put that ringtone to the microphone. Let's see what his ringtone is.
It's work.
Oh, you gotta answer. Okay. No worries. Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna ask you guys both for a message that you would like to say to the world, stuff like that. Okay. You can say it when he comes back, or what do you think? Sure. How about yourself? What's something that you need to say to the world?
I think I want, especially in today's sort of current climate, there's a lot of stress and pressure. So I feel it too. We all feel it. I want everyone to know is just do your best to be your favorite version of yourself. Because if you try to be the best version of yourself, there's always and you don't get there and you have a shitty day, you feel bad. Yeah. But if you're trying to be your favorite version, you give yourself room for grace. So do that. Make art. Love one another. Be good. Let's just be good to each other as people. And also go stream astrology, pulse, ride the wave, all that good stuff.
That's dope.
Not Jonas, are your friends. 20 Wheels the man. And really just my general message is just let's be good. Let's love yourself, love each other, and be good.
They always trying to get me to work. I just work.
I was gonna say,
I'm just get home. Damn. I'm a flight attendant, so I'm always all over the place. So that's why I'm I need to get back to this time zone.
Damn,
just come back.
I literally just come back.
Always
what
on
we're
the
doing.
clock. Hell yeah.
Right.
Just never stop working.
Yeah, QSA. I like what you said about, we were asking about like a message you like to give to the world. I like what you said about be your favorite version of
Yes,
yourself.
there's
not
very much a
just
difference.
Not
Yeah.
just the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
Be your best favorite version of
Like
yourself.
we're,
That's
we get caught up in trying to be
Yeah.
better than we were the day before, and that's just not possible because we're humans and life
Mhm,
is life.
mhm.
So as long as you try to be your favorite version, you
Mhm.
give yourself the grace that like you tried, you did your best.
That's crazy.
You
That's
know?
dope.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
important.
Amen to that.
Absolutely.
Amen to
Yeah. Tony, we were talking about if you got a message to the world, what would you want to say?
Do you fuck everybody else?
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Same but different.
Same different. Same
I'm the
different.
more aggressive. He's the nice.
That's dope. That's
yeah,
dope.
no,
That's
but
dope.
as Q said,
Mhm.
like, you know, everyone has this idea they have to elevate, and like, yes, it's love the favorite person of yourself, but it's you have to love all versions of yourself because that's what actually makes you who you are.
Mhm.
You're a three-dimensional person. There's
Mhm,
no
mhm.
when you are so black and white, like
Mhm.
you lose all in touch with like humanity,
Mhm.
and that's it. Like at the end of the day, love all versions of yourself.
Life is like 90 shades of gray, right? Black and white are the absolutes. It's like
Yeah.
we all live here, not here and here, right?
Yeah.
He's not talking about the book.
No. This is 90. I'm writing something similar. No, I'm not actually. But no, I think it just like, you know, like he's right. You do, in and all of it, like, you know, embracing your favorite version of yourself, but also like, if you have a shitty day,
Yeah.
It's okay.
yeah, love
You
that
will.
too, because that's
True
how you
that.
learn,
Yeah, facts.
you know,
Yeah.
because that's how we're gonna do. Like every day, we learn something new. You're never gonna stop.
That's
So
dope.
just do that and be good. Do good.
I love that, man. That's
Yeah, thank
great. And this is Proetiq Radio. You guys can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, SoundCloud, all that jazz stuff. Rennie Brands, you know, coming to a theater near you, and got a lot of my music coming out too. I'm just trying to work on stuff and everything. But for the homies, real quick, would you like to shout out your social media to the world and any upcoming projects or projects that are already out that
Alright,
you would
alright,
like everybody to check out?
That's Q's
Hi,
forte.
how you doing? All right. So, like I said, we have a lot of things here. Phoenix Williams Entertainment. We have the new classic showcase coming up on June 15th. It's our second one of the year. We're gonna have a couple more. June 15th at Collective Arts Tap Room. You find tickets online. Find us. Our bio at the new, or tickets in bio at the new classic events on Instagram. Yeah, you have special. We have promo codes for a little discount there. So that is the new classic events. My personal one is Q the Artist, Q__ the Artist. That's my new artist profile. We have at Not Jonas Official. You find our stuff there. Again, we're constantly writing and working and doing that stuff. And we have official Tony Will.
Follow, the new project comes out in in October, called The Sins of a Saint. The Pulse just came out. You also heard Astrology. We're really excited for that and ready for you guys to feel the vibes. And that's it. Have a great one.
Man, like everything, follow everything. We
Dope.
follow you back. And love y'all.
Absolutely.
Make sure you like Wayne Jones, 1996.
Dope. That's sick.
Yo.
Black turtleneck gold chain combo. Never
Gold-
loses.
never loses.
Undefeated.
That's
You're
true.
welcome.
He just put y'all on some game. Right. Let's go.
Get it.
Absolutely. Proetiq Radio. Catch y'all next time. Peace.
Killed it.
Yeah, that's sick, dude. That was awesome.
I had to shout it out, man. I know what you're doing.
I didn't even realize. Like, I just threw it out. And I got the bag like sitting right
I know. It's not a fanny pack.